He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. And this is an edition of Car Conversations on Jay Lee's Corner. Okay. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. I'm on my way to work and stuff. And I have posted, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird, dot, 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 and all that good shit, okay? So yeah, I posted on my YouTube yesterday. Well, if y'all don't know, on the communities tab on YouTube, that's where we can do different posts and ask y'all questions without it being an actual video. So if you're watching this video and you're like, what is she talking about? If you go to my page, my actual YouTube page, and you go to the, it say like uploads, videos, you know, all that stuff. There's the word community. If you go there, I be posting stuff there. I post pictures sometimes and all that stuff. I share other people's videos, you know, so make sure that you go and check out the communities tab, you know, on my YouTube page. Or the bigger YouTube, what you get, not bigger, I'm not saying that word, but once you get access to that, we're able to post stuff without having to post a video. So I asked the question like, oh, what should I, give me some story time suggestions or different videos y'all want to see me do. And so people were commenting, and some was like, oh, you should talk about, you know, like moving, you know, when you first moved. So I was like, you know what, I will talk about that. Because me moving, I moved out of my parents' house when I was 27 years old, but I tried to move out before, okay? I tried to move out initially when I was around 23. And I was working at a law firm. I had just got a car. This is back in, well, how old was I then? This is like in 2003, 2004 time or whatever. And, you know, my mom and my dad was like taking me around to little apartments in the area, which I'm glad I didn't move there because none of the places look like shit. But there was great places back then. And so, you know, we rode around to different places in the neighborhood. And I'm like, oh, this place looks nice. And there was all these nice places and whatnot. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I have a whole job. I should be able to. Why didn't I just turn? Oh, I missed my little turn. So, because I'm talking too much, but I go to True the other way. Anyway, but we went and looked at these different apartments. So initially back then, it was this apartment. It was on like Chalmers and something. And I liked it. It was really, really nice. And I'm like, I can afford it. There shouldn't be no issue. Wrong. So they was like, well, no, like, you know, you would need a cosign. I'm like, I don't want to get a cosign. I want to be on my own. So I then went to another place. And they also, with other place that I went to, they didn't say I needed a cosign. They just said, like, I didn't make enough money to live there. And I'm like, but I can afford the rent. But I didn't get, you have to make like 3 times the amount. To live. It was all that stuff. Because back then I was making maybe $23,000 a year, because I was salary at the law firm back then. So again, that was, you know, like 15 years ago. But y'all was making like $24,000 a year, you know, living rent free with my parents. So to me, that was a lot of money. So it didn't work out then. I was mad about it because I wanted to be out on my own. But what I kind of failed to realize was you really have to be ready to move out, because you don't want to be the one who, you just want to move out because you want some freedom, but you don't realize the responsibility it takes to move out on your own, like paying all the bills, having to get renter's insurance, having to have furniture, having to have grocery food money, having to have gas, you know what I'm saying, all these things that I didn't have to pay living with my parents. So I, you know, stayed with my parents a few more years till I moved out when I was 27. So what happened then was, I was steadily working. I had a whole little side hustle of doing taxes or whatever. So I would get like an abundance of money for my tax clients at the beginning of the year. And so I had bought a car. I paid $5,000 for a 2002 Malibu. And this was in 2009. So I had a 2002 Malibu in 2009. I paid for it in cash. You know what I'm saying? Take this money. So I felt like, okay, I got my own car. I paid for cash, because the other Malibu I had I got carjacked for, girl, I wouldn't worry about that one. But I was like, okay, now I need to move out. So again, I'm looking around, driving around. So the first place I went to actually look at, I loved it. Loved it, okay? And it was amazing. It was spacious, it was affordable, and all that stuff. But it was based on your credit. And at that point in time, in 2009, I did not have good credit. I did not. I didn't know how bad my credit was. I just didn't have no credit. I had no credit cards. I had nothing. So, when I went to, I filled out the application, paid the little application fee, whatever, and then because I knew they was like, your credit score has to be at least, I think it's like a 400. No, maybe it didn't say 400. I forgot what number it said, but it said as long as you don't have like no evictions or whatever. Maybe it said 500. As long as you have no evictions, if your credit score, whatever, we'll work with you. So I'm like, okay, cool. My credit score at that point in time, I think it was like 480. Like it was, because I didn't have any credit. So they was like, well, you can live here, but you're gonna need a cosigner. And my dad was willing to co-sign for me, but I did not want a cosigner. I absolutely did not want it. So I ended up driving off from there, and then one day, me and the bad guy dragged around, and we turned the wrong way, like off the freeway. And when we did, we rolled past where I'm at now. And I'm like, oh, this place looks nice. Let's go in here and look. Now, where I stay now, where I stay now, I like it. It's clean. It's a good community. It's close to all the freeways. It's not too far from my mom. It's affordable. It was a good starting point for me. I wanted to be somewhere comfortable, safe, not too far, where there was a little bit of a police presence, because I stay in Warren. Not the hillbilly side of Warren, like a little bit further over in Warren, down a little bit of ways. And so I was like, okay, cool. I like it. And when I went in, so we viewed the apartment or whatever, you have to know what question to ask. I didn't ask the right questions. Like, I didn't say, does the intercom box that's out the door, does it work? I ain't asked that. I should have, because it didn't. I didn't ask. I seen the pool, and I said, oh, y'all got a pool? She said, yes, we do, girl. Oh, my God, yes, we do. And I said, okay, I should have asked, but does the pool open? Like, is it water in the pool? Because it doesn't. I've been there since 2009. They ain't never, ever opened their pool, okay? So, when you looking for an apartment, you have to ask certain shit, okay? You have to ask stuff like, does the apartment building I'm going to be in, like, is it a whole bunch of kids running in and out? I didn't ask that question, but luckily, I didn't really have any issues with neighbors. Because my neighbors, one time I had neighbors who had kids, or like had a kid, and the kid was always running around. So I just said, look, you the only person in this building who got a kid. Your kid need to kind of fuck down. Because I don't get why. Because in my building, I've always been in a building where it was people with no kids. Like, I've been to 2 separate buildings within my complex. And I've been lucky with neighbors where it wasn't crazy. But when this one person moved in and she had a kid, like, we was all upset. We was looking like, we don't have no kids here. And I'm looking like, why wouldn't y'all put her somewhere where it was other kids? Like, she gonna, And I know kids gonna be kids, but your kid can't be literally running in and out all fucking day when your apartment is towards the back of the building and they up at the front. Have they little ass in the back running out the back door, okay? Don't do the front shit. So, anyway, but those are the questions you have to think to ask. You have to ask, do y'all have good water pressure? Luckily, we had good water pressure, but the shower head wasn't shit, so I bought my own new shower head. I said, fuck y'all shower head, I want my own shower head. So, it's that kind of stuff. You have to ask, does maintenance come and go as they please? Do they really come and answer stuff? You have to walk around, and you should always, ride around the building before you move in during the summertime to see if people be hanging out, what kind of riffraff is outside. Okay, you got to ride around in the wintertime too to see, do they shovel the snow? Okay, now luckily for me, I didn't do any of that, but again, I got very lucky And, I moved into a place that's good because I've heard horror stories of the places. So when I went into the office and to Santa Lisa or whatever, the girl was like, we just need, to verify your appointment. If you have, first month's rent, you can move in. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's no. So I didn't have to pay no deposit. None of that. Not first and last. I had to pay, like it was $650, and that was it. And I'm like, bitch, here you go, cash you out. So moved in, with just like bare minimum stuff. My parents gave me like they old, like in our den, the old set of furniture, like the couch and love seat or whatever, and they bought new stuff. And so, when I started out, I didn't have much. I have a lot now because I have accumulated a lot of stuff. But you have to think about, what do you want in your apartment? Like, do you have no space? And you know what I'm saying? It's that kind of stuff. So again, I've been there since 2009. I moved to a second place within the same community, the same apartment complex, whatever, because my ex-boyfriend broke up my house, and I'm like, I ain't get down with the bullshit. So I moved to a different apartment. Plus, I needed more closet space because I was, buying a lot of shit in the closet I had, was just not big enough. And even now where I'm at, them closets full. So, girl, when I buy a house, I need tons of closet space. Now, living on your own, again, it was tough in the beginning. I can say I'm happy I did not move out when I first wanted to, because I would have had to move back. Because back then I wasn't as responsible as I am now, or as I was in 2009 when I did move out. Now, there were times where I did have to call my mom and my dad to borrow this or borrow that, because I was like, I gotta pay all this stuff. I gotta pay lights and cable and my cell phone bill, because before I was paying my cell phone bill. My parents didn't require me to pay them rent. So, I was making whatever I was making, and it was what it was. So, it was all my money. And then, once I moved out, all my money had to go to my bills. So, I wasn't good at budgeting. But now, I have a whole budget. Like, I have a budget that shows me paychecks per pay period, all my bills, what can be paid. So, I always know what I can afford and how much extra I have to spend. So I have a very, very strict budget. Not a strict budget, but I'm very organized with my budget. To where, before I wasn't. I'm like, oh, the bill came? Oh, damn it, I can't pay that for 2-3 more weeks. So I'm in a way better financial situation. My credit score is, damn near 700 now. I'm at like 687 compared to where I was before. And I kept building it, just, since I didn't pay nobody to help me or whatever. I just, got some credit cards, established some credit. I'm living on my own, paying bills on my own, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I help myself get more financially responsible, by moving on my own. And I've never had to move back in with my parents. That's why when I was frustrated, which I don't know if y'all knew or not, I was frustrated with my apartment complex because they used to cover like water, and now they don't cover water. Not water. We get water, and so they don't cover it no more. So I was frustrated because at first I'm like, I don't know how much water it is. What if it's another $300 a month, and I can't afford it, but I don't want to pay it. I don't want to pay it. So I'm like, if I can't, if that's what it is, I'm gonna have to move back in with my mama just in time to find somewhere else to move to, because it was like last minute that I found that out, and I was like broken hearted, like I don't want to move back in with my mama, because my thing was I never wanted to move out and have to move back. I wanted to be able to sustain myself, and I pride myself. And even though my mom and my dad had helped me, even my sister, when I got my car totaled, she let me drive her car because I didn't have rental insurance within my car insurance. So I drove her car for like 2 months. But my parents had helped me here and there over the years. I had 95% of the time wholeheartedly supported myself. And whenever I would borrow money from them, I would pay it back. I would never just borrow money and they know. I'm like, I need to borrow this amount of money. I can pay you back on this day. And that would be what it was. And then like during tax season, I would give my mom my parents, I would give them like $1,000, or because I'm like, one, I owe you money, but here goes some extra money on top of what I owe you, because I'm like, I wanted to be able to sustain myself. So anybody who is thinking about moving out or has moved out and they be like, oh, it's so tough. I mean, it's the cost of being the boss. And like my shirt say, I'm feeling like a boss. But I love living on my own. It's tough, apartment shopping is hard because I feel like if I'm on a website that you are advertising your apartment on, you should have some good ass pictures. And if you don't feel the need to even have good pictures, I don't want to live in your complex because you're not even taking pride in how you advertise your apartments. So that's why when I was apartment searching, last year, I was very frustrated because I was looking like, I don't want to have to go somewhere to see how it looks in person, because you should be able to show pictures of what it looks like to at least get me interested in going to see it in person. If something don't look good on picture, I don't want to see it in person. Not no apartment. I'm good, love, enjoy. And now that I'm house hunting, because I'm going to be moving, buying a house or condo next year, that's also how I'm looking at stuff. I'm like, if the photo's not good, I don't want to see the house. I feel like if you really want to sell something, if you really want somebody to buy something that's worth it, you would advertise it in a great way. Okay, that's a good and a bad thing, because sometimes people just don't take good pictures. They don't know how to take good pictures, and you can miss out on something great. But I be looking like it wasn't for me. Okay, it wasn't for me. Now, another thing about on your own living or whatever, you create all these memories, good, bad, and indifferent. So like where I am now, I can't wait to get like a whole new bedroom set up, because I've been with an ex or two and where I'm at now. So, because I'm doing things differently, whatever, and them old people out of my life, I don't want to be with a new person and have any memories of anybody old. So I also suggest, if you live on your own, try to redecorate, every year, every couple years. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have any kind of, life change or whatever, because you want to be sure that you not just stuck like, oh, I hate this bed because so-and-so would make it. Or, you know what I'm saying? So, like, different stuff that me and the bad guy picked out, I've gotten rid of. Because I'm looking like, why I got this mouse deal? We don't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't none of whatever. Stuff that I picked up with my a couple other exes, I'm like, I don't want this shit anymore. Don't want it. But yeah, I love living on my own. I really, really do. I am excited about the house buying process. I know it's a whole long, drawn-out process that I'm probably not ready for, but I'm going to take it head on regardless of what it be. And I feel like, I've done everything in my life. I wasn't supposed to move out when I was earlier on in life, because I would have had to move back. It would have been some bullshit, and I would have been like, oh, no, God, oh, no. So, yeah, moving out, I love it. But I lucked up on my apartment just because I turned the wrong way off the freeway. Because I'm always getting lost somewhere, even in my own city, because, I need directions all the time. But, I be like, whatever. And it's weird because the bad guy we were together when I found the place where I am now. So that's a whole memory, because anytime I talk about finding him, he toured the apartment with me. You know what I'm saying? We had a conversation with the leasing lady about stuff, and he didn't live with me at that point in time. He didn't move with me until later, maybe like 2 years later, when he had to stay with me for a little bit. But it was what it was. But that's my, you know what I'm saying, I'm moving out of my own story. I did it at 20. I was 27. Yeah, 27, because it was 10 years ago. So yay! And next year I hope to have my own bought and paid full. Okay, so again, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe and all that good stuff. Don't forget to go to the communities tab on my page to comment and let me know, or comment on this video too, any story time ideas or suggestions or other videos you want. And again, I don't want to hear the whole, oh, you can talk about anything, girl. I need suggestions, okay? Actual suggestions, so I can actually say, okay, because someone suggested talk about when I moved out on my own, and that's how this video came up. And I can't remember what their name was, but they commented it, so here we go. And some other people commented some other stuff, so I'm working on y'all stuff too. But thank y'all. Anyway, I'm at work now. Gotta go. Peace.
He's like love, love.